Today on Hey, We're Talking,
we're going to be master debating all over the place.
And Scott doesn't like America, nor does he believe in America.
What a mess. Hey everybody, welcome to Hey We're Talking. Oh, someday, I can't bring myself to do it, to put the stuff up that happens before we actually start the show. I can't.
It's tough. It's tough. Well, a lot of it.
It's politically incorrect, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, it could be very offensive to a lot of people, so I don't want to do it. It's hilarious, though. I mean, you would laugh. If you're not like a snowflake, you would laugh your butt off.
We're not racist. We're not.
No,
sexist.
it's not. It's not racism or sexism. I mean, maybe there's some sexism every once in a while, but no racism for sure.
No.
But I mean, we are three white guys, so we can't help it, right?
Scott.
See, where did I took that? That took a bad turn. Let's just stop
Yes,
right now.
did.
I have to stop. Okay, I'm going to hold myself back. I could have so much fun with this, but remember, positive in 2018. I gotta stop. Okay, all right. So, Bob, I'm going to let you kind of roll with this because this is you today. I don't know what's going to happen.
We're just jumping right into it.
Yeah,
huh?
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. We should give ourselves some
Master
time.
debaters?
Yeah. Again, Mom, sorry about the show title. She was very upset about that. She did not like
was
it.
she?
Yeah.
Was she really?
She said something when I talked to him the other day. She was like, I don't like the name of that show. And I said, what, the Master Debaters? Yes! And she was and Dad was like, stupid idiots.
I believe that. No, I mean the
It's
thing
true.
is,
We're trying to be
we're-
master debaters. What's wrong with that?
Right. We're debating whatever the topic may be, and if you want to be the best at something, you have to be
wanna
the
master
master.
it,
You
yeah.
have to master it.
Yeah.
So master debating.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty,
it sounds close to, they said it sounds close to masturbation.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
How
either.
did they even? That is ridiculous.
I was like, Mom, you took a jump there. I mean, that was a leap.
Who's got the dirty thought?
Hey, don't
No
watch
way.
it. That's my mom, man. I have to protect
How
my mom.
dare they infer that? From
I think
that
maybe
title?
somebody else must have said that to her, and it made her think that. But
I believe so. That's probably the way it is. So, anyways, master debater. So today we're going to be debating the moon landing.
oh my gosh,
Did we land on the moon or did we not? So the one thing about this segment is we do not.
there's no prep. How am I going to do this? I have
There's
no idea what to say.
preparation whatsoever. So they had no clue of this topic before I just mentioned it. So
You did a good job to make us really be on our toes here.
well, this one's, I thought about it. It just popped in my head earlier at work, and I'm like, that could be kind of funny. And there was a story not long ago about how we're going to go back to the moon. You know, we want to get back to the moon for whatever purpose. So it all kind of just came together. So Scott is going to try to convince everybody that we never went to the moon, that it was
Oh my
all fake.
Gosh.
And Derek will convince us that we were the first people on the moon, and we did stick a flag in the moon. So we'll start it off with opening arguments. Derek, you can start us off by telling everybody why you believe that we went to the moon.
All right, guys. The moon landing. The ultimate conspiracy theory is that we've never landed on the moon. It's ridiculous. I'm not a huge fan of conspiracy theories in general, but if you take in the scope of the federal government, the scope of NASA, the number of people that would have to be silent and remain silent for years and years. We're talking 45, nearly 50 years since we landed in 1969.
Yeah.
That kind of the scope of that kind of conspiracy is just unthinkable. And that's just the conspiracy theory portion. Let's not forget that it's pretty much unfathomable that we did not land on the moon. There is a device on the moon that will allow you to shoot a laser from the from the Earth and reflect off the moon, and you can measure that. And people have done that. It's been independently verified. We landed on the moon. We have stuff on the moon. You can verify it if you have a powerful enough laser. Do it yourself.
Is that your opening statement?
That is my opening statement. If you want to challenge me with further stuff, if you want to take it further, I will be glad to go down that path with you, Mr. Positivity in 2018. I would love to hear your argument for that we did not land on the moon, and don't even bring up Stanley Kubrick faking the moon landing.
Okay, Derek.
Man, this is going
Derek.
so deep.
I don't know why we started off this debate so aggressive and mean, Derek, but we're going to put you on hold for now. And Scott, can you inform the great folks listening at home or in their car on why we actually didn't go to the moon?
All right. Here's the thing. It's very convincing. There's a lot of evidence that would point towards the fact that we did land on the moon. But let's be real, people. We're talking about the government, okay? Do you trust the government, number one? Number two, Hollywood is amazing. Just imagine the creativity and the people that have made things come to life on the silver screen. What makes you believe that way back then, on black and white televisions, even if they were color, which I don't believe they were at the time, it was all still black and white TVs. Don't you think that the crude technology needed to make it look like we landed on the moon could be easy to fool people with on a black and white television? It's not like we're talking high definition 4K resolution here, all right? Number two, here's the thing. That time in the history of the United States, we needed a win. We needed a win. There was a lot of stuff going on. People were, the revolution, the sexual revolution, people were just doing crazy stuff. And they thought to themselves, we got to do something to make everybody feel like America is still great. We had the Cold War going on. A lot of bad things were happening. They needed that moon landing. That made people feel united. It made them feel special to be American. And I think that was a big deal. Someone said, we got to do something. They put their minds to it. They hired the right people. They made these people. You said people would want to talk about it after all these years. Let's be real. What a feel-good moment to be able to fool an entire country. In fact, not just the country, the world. We fooled the world into believing that we landed on the moon. Can you believe that? That must have felt great. Why would you tell anybody? They didn't have to worry about anybody squealing. Trust me. It's fake, but it was for a good reason.
Okay, very good point there, Scott. Let me throw out a couple questions. Scott, I've got one for you since you have the floor currently. What about what Derek said that if it was a conspiracy and it wasn't real, by now somebody would have talked.
I covered that.
So,
I believe that the reason they wouldn't.
But cover it in a little more detail because, I mean, you glanced over it, but I'd like to hear, how come if it was fake, you've not had one person talk about it, truly talk about it, and show evidence that it was fake?
All right. I think, first of all, there were people that I'm sure that they signed documents that said they wouldn't talk about it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we don't know all the people that were involved. We don't know how many people were actually on the set when they filmed the fake moon landing. A lot of those people in NASA might not even know. They may not have even been near where the filming was taking place. They could have kept a lot of people out of the loop. But I believe high up, again, I think those people didn't want to say anything about it because it was one of the crowning achievements of their lives. Just think about how they fooled everyone. I mean, Derek believes we landed on the moon. And we're living in 2018 now. Derek believes that there were people that landed on the moon, dude. Okay? Do you know how hard that is? Do you understand how much it would take to actually land on the moon? Derek believes that.
Yeah.
They fooled him.
Well, let me ask you this question, Derek. Over the years, and a lot of conspiracy theorists that believe we didn't land on the moon they typically bring up two items. One of them came to light recently, and one of them is kind of an older topic. But what about the flag issues? When they stuck the flag into the moon,
Exactly.
They believe it should have been waving amongst the wind or whatever, and it never did. Can you enlighten us on that a little bit?
I would imagine that there's no air on the moon, or very little of any kind of atmosphere that's on the moon. And I believe they had a wire that they used to expand the flag outward, but there is no atmosphere on the moon. I recall an episode of Mythbusters. And these are people. I'm not an expert on these things. All right. I'll put it out there right now. I'm not a moon landing expert. I will leave that to the sciencey people. And they put all these conspiracy theories to the test. And guess what? They all passed. It is real, legit.
Well, what
science.
about the recent?
Hold on. Can I make one more point, Bob?
Sure.
All right. Scott made it so important. He was like, it was the Cold War. We were in a race. America needed a win. All right. We needed to get to the moon. We needed that win for morale. And he thinks it's just unfathomable that we didn't do it. How about we did get that win? Maybe we believe in the ingenuity of America. All right. You're like the government. Come on. It's NASA. It's NASA. They are technically, yes, a part of the government, but these are people who are passionate. They're trained. They wanted to go there. It's not like they're not bureaucrats. These are scientists. These are astronauts. They're aviators that had one goal in mind, to reach the moon. And not only did they reach the moon that mission, they reached the moon several other times. I personally have spoken to astronauts who've been into outer space and spacewalked. I've met them. There are hundreds and hundreds of astronauts. There have been hundreds of missions to outer space.
Can you get one on the show?
I'm sorry. Dr. Harris will not return my calls anymore. He won't. I can't get a hold of him anymore.
Okay, Derek, let me throw one more thing at you, and then we'll come
Go
back
ahead.
to you, Scott. So recently there was a claim and pictures that went around the internet about a picture of a stagehand in the visor of one of the astronauts. Did you happen to see that? And do you have any reports on that?
I think I saw something of that recently, and I remember the explanation. I remember that the explanation was it was very dismissive of the whole conspiracy claim that I put it out of my mind, because it's just so unfeasible that one little picture is going to throw off the entire history of the American space program. One little picture, and we've just completely dashed the concrete and conclusive evidence that we've landed on the moon. You're going to dash that with a fuzzy picture? I think not, Mr. Peel. I think not.
Okay, Scott, I've got one for you here. What if they're talking about a new mission to the moon? What if we go back to the moon? Will that change your opinion at all?
No, not at all. Now we have the technology to do it. We've got the means. It's probably much easier. They've got a lot more things that'll make it possible. But I want to say something really quick here. Derek is throwing out this, I've met astronauts. Give me a break.
Have you ever met an astronaut, Scott?
Yes. I talked to one of the men that was on the moon, and he told me it was fake.
Was that John Armstrong?
Buzz Aldrin.
Okay.
I'm making that up. But so was Derek. But here's my point.
I met Dr. Bernard
Hey, you've had
Harris
your time.
when I was in the
You've
United
had your
States
time. You've had your time.
Derek, calm. Relax now. Hold on.
This is ridiculous. I deserve at least a chance to stand up for what I believe in. And that is
do it.
Here's the thing. Derek is like, just throw that picture out. Why? There's visibly a person who's not in a spacesuit showing up in another person's shield of their astronaut helmet. How do you just pretend that didn't happen?
Well, with today's technology, it's very easy to Photoshop somebody standing there into it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot of Photoshopped UFOs and all types of other things. Why not that?
what are we gonna become like Alexa when you ask Alexa if there's who Jesus Christ was and it says Jesus Christ was a fictional character? Is that what we've come to now? I mean, seriously, just because we have the technology to make it look like there was someone in the picture doesn't mean that they did it. Are we going to call every picture into question now that comes out about history? I mean, seriously, guys. There's got to be a point where you just take the picture and you go, look at the picture. There's a guy standing there who's not in a spacesuit. I mean, this is pretty rudimentary stuff we're talking about here. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say.
Of course he agrees. See, I'm right.
I did not agree. I would say if you could pull any picture off the internet, its originality could be called into question. I'm an amateur photo editor, and I've made some pretty cool looking historical photos. I made a picture of George Washington with a beard, and it looked good.
And he actually made a picture of us three signing the Declaration of Independence.
Yes, I was there, man.
I was thinking of that too, and that looked good.
I'm a vampire,
all right? And I have no
training.
I have no training. Training.
That didn't work the way you wanted it to, did it?
No, I don't know how to use a French horn, but that's the end of the debate.
Okay, we're gonna take a break and we'll come back, and then Bob's gonna drop some knowledge on us. Okay, that's all we get right there. That's it. I mean, I was pretty convincing. We'll come back and we'll talk about it in a minute.
He's the conductor.
That's true.
The moderator.
And I'm the master debater. Fast, simple, and affordable. That's what registering your domain name with GoDaddy will be. Fast, simple, affordable. And if you listen to this show, Hey, We're Talking, you know you're getting a discount, 30% off if you go to trygodaddy.com/HWT. Again, 30% off. All you have to do is go to trygodaddy.com/HWT for 30% off your domain name and other business services provided by GoDaddy.
Welcome back to Hey, We're Talking. So we've been doing our Master Debater segment, which is always fun and energetic and passionate from each one of the guys. But I'm going to kind of mix things up a little bit, guys. Now, I want you guys to look at each other's perspective. And Scott and Derek, I want you guys to think from another point of view. So obviously, Scott, you believe that, we never went to the moon. And Derek, you believe that we did go to the moon. But I want you guys to kind of switch roles for a moment here just to gain the other person's perspective. So now, Scott, I want you to mentally believe that we went to the moon and try to find reasons we went to the moon. And the same goes for you, Derek, because I want you guys to try to have some common ground here, and this will be the final decision for me to see whose argument is more compelling. So, Scott, you go ahead and lead it off.
All right. Well, I gotta just say right off the get-go, no one would ever believe that we didn't go to the moon because the moon is attainable. We could get there. I'm going to do it in my regular voice. I don't want to make fun of Derek the whole time. All right, so here's the deal. Listen, I think that because of one thing, I can totally believe that we landed on the moon. There's one reason, and that reason was mentioned in part of the reason that I believe that we didn't land on the moon, and that is America is amazing. We have the desire and the willpower to do anything in this country. And I believe that if we wanted to go to the moon, we for sure will get there. So did we go to the moon? Yes, because America is great. And people back then knew we needed it, and they worked hard, and they put those men on the moon. So I believe because of America.
Now, Derek, I want you to use the different perspective, thinking that we didn't go to the moon.
So you want me to pretend, or do you just want me to kind of?
I want you to pretend. Because you believe that we went to the moon. I want you to pretend and think about everything that Scott said in his argument and try to explain to me why you feel that we didn't go to the moon.
Okay. Well, it does seem a pretty monumental kind of thing to accomplish. Going to the moon. You know, we're in the middle of the Cold War. We're trying to keep the country together. We're trying to keep the nukes from flying from Cuba. You know, JFK had been recently taken out, so we're just trying to keep the country together.
I'm not laughing about JFK. I'm sorry.
So we need something. And yes, I mean, outer space photography, probably, you know, a brand new thing, you know, so nobody knows what it's supposed to look like in outer space. So if someone were to photograph something in a professional studio and say, this is outer space, who are we to know better? You know, who are we to say nay? Now, I know now that there are scientific explanations for why things in those moon photographs look the way they do. But in 1969, gosh, it would have been very easy to convince me in that day that, hey, man, you know, we really didn't go to the moon. And I could say, yeah, man, I dig that. I get that. Because I'm a hippie that doesn't believe it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
You get it. Far out, man.
Okay, well, so I split this and changed this for two reasons. So I think the first part of the debate before the break, Derek definitely won it. He hit everything on point. I mean, everything that he was supposed to say, he definitely said. Now, flipping it back to this after the break, and when I flipped your guys' positions on this, Scott won that side of the debate. So this one's, I mean, just because Scott's argument was basically the same as your original argument, Derek. So for me, it's a draw personally. I think
a draw.
I think it's a draw, and the listeners are going to decide this one.
Okay.
Since I don't mind giving the listeners a fair shot at this, and other
take the popular vote.
Other contestants a fair shot at this. I think you're both idiots because the moon is made out of cheese.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, this is gonna be a new
Swiss
debate.
cheese,
This
and
is gonna be a new debate entirely because first of all, most of our listener base is gonna be on the podcasts, and they have no way of commenting unless they go on YouTube.
No, they can
or
comment.
Facebook.
They can comment. They can comment on iTunes. They can comment on the Podbean app or any other app they're affiliated with.
Yeah, Derek.
And we will get the notification.
Yeah, Derek.
So you're saying Boontar's leaving comments when he's listening from iTunes?
No, that's his
or
choice.
Stitcher?
He gets to decide what he does. We don't make our listeners do that. It's their choice.
Are you paying Boontar to
I know.
vote for you? Is this some kind of American conspiracy
We
theory?
need to get a recount on this. If Derek wins, that tells you right there. He's sending a signal out to the people that he's paid off.
Well, Derek's followers on his channel will be honest,
dude. I know,
and they'll
vote for him.
They'll make an honest decision.
I don't have as many subscribers as him, and I don't put out content, so I'm going to lose this in the comments.
Is your channel still active?
Yeah, but there's no videos on it.
Yeah, same.
This is disappointing that it's going to come down to a vote because Derek's going to get all. He's got everybody in his.
I mean, realistically, we landed on the frickin' moon, so I mean.
Yeah, but you asked me to defend the other side, and I did it. I won that debate. There's no doubt about it.
Well, Derek had the wire piece on the flag that was very, very compelling.
I had the best argument ever, man.
I don't know.
We just had to do it to keep America great.
Your argument, Scott, was that America couldn't do it, so we had to fake. So you don't really believe in America.
I do, and that's why I believe they faked it so that we could show everybody how awesome we were, and then catch up when we had to do it. And then they did it after that a whole bunch of times. The first one was faked. Everything else is real. Everyone knows this.
We have not landed a foot on the moon again. We've landed rovers. On the moon, but not
exactly. That's because no one's ever been on there. That's the truth. Now we're going to do it again, though, for sure.
Now, is the flag there today?
I don't know. I got to get my laser out that can shoot it off the moon. I got to go get that. Derek, where do you get those lasers again?
Amazon Prime.
You can get one of those on Amazon Prime, huh? That shoots all the way to the moon?
Amazon, if you want to be a sponsor of the show.
They are a sponsor of the show. We have affiliate links.
I would say probably
let's sell those lasers in the bucket down below.
For Cyber Monday, wait for them to be on sale.
Derek,
so you got to wait all the way till next year.
How much
to get
do these
laser?
lasers cost, dude?
If you wait for like a good sale, you could probably get them for like $500.
$500.
Yeah, but there's additional equipment you got to buy. Like there's monitoring.
Listen to all this. This is nuts.
So if I wanted to go all in on a laser that could beam to the moon and back, what would it cost me?
I mean, if the laser, $500, it'll shoot the laser and bounce back, but you got to have like a receiver, to receive the laser as it comes back and process.
Sounds like a lot.
That time. So that's
like
probably going to be. It's probably going to be another $8.99 plus shipping. No shipping because it's
that's
Amazon
free.
Prime.
I'm Prime, so I could basically get into it for $1,400. I can find out if that thing's on the moon. Then
you know what?
Absolute.
You know what, Derek?
What?
This sounds like something from Hollywood.
Yep.
So Scott wins the debate.
Yes, I knew it. I knew I won.
Yeah, I can't. You're talking about some Hollywood laser that you can go buy. No, this sounds too fake.
I knew it.
You said lasers on the moon
I know.
and this and that. No, I have not seen any lasers on the moon.
And lasers will melt the cheese, dude.
And now I can buy one on Amazon. So that means they could have bought one in a Hollywood studio.
Yep, this is
and
absurd.
Yes, laser would cut the cheese in half.
Exactly. There'd only be half of a moon.
Look.
So you don't want lasers to cut cheese.
I don't.
We don't want anybody cutting the cheese.
Yeah, we don't need anybody cutting the cheese. So, I'm not going to be angry. I'm going to accept this
result
nonsense with grace.
Okay.
And
positivity.
He would have been if he wouldn't have mentioned those lasers, he'd have been 2-0. Can you believe that?
I know, but it became too Hollywood. It just became
too into it. He started believing his own bull crap, and the next thing you know.
So
do they actually sell lasers on Amazon?
No, they don't.
How do you that you lied to us?
You lied to all of our listeners.
The debate was over. I was doing a bit.
I wanted to find the laser and find out if it's real.
Like you can't buy
the Mythbusters.
Like Doppler ultrasounds, portable ultrasounds. Like we have a doctor at our ER who purchased his own ultrasound little thing. He can do like ultrasounds of your abdomen, of the heart, that stuff on his own. He got it on his own, and I looked it up. It was like on sale, $5,500.
What?
He bought it for himself. Is he getting reimbursed for this, or is he just a stupid doctor?
No, he's an enthusiast.
He's
good at it.
He's like, hey, I really want to look at some people's abdomens.
Can your doctor come look at my dog's abdomen and tell me how many tumors she has?
No.
I don't know if he's well versed in dog anatomy.
2018 was supposed to be positive. Stop.
Yeah.
Don't talk about dogs that die.
So shout out to Dr. Davis.
Does Dr. Davis listen to the show?
No, he doesn't listen to the show.
Good.
If he wants to sponsor the show with ultrasound technology,
he could give us $5,500 to sponsor the show, dude.
Could get him to get us a laser that we could shoot at the moon.
Yes.
I'm not
and
buying,
melt.
I'm not
we
buying
could
that
melt
laser.
it. We could melt the moon because it's made out of cheese.
I gotta say, I love Dr. Davis. So many great stories.
Don't tell too many because we don't want you to get in trouble. Save the good stuff for off the air.
Yeah.
That way you're just gossiping and you're not spreading libel.
Right on.
Derek totally didn't win that debate, right? You were joking when you said he won in the beginning?
No, I mean, no, we were divided. It truly, he won the first part.
How?
You won the second part. How?
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of great information. I mean, you cannot come after me and say, how did he win the debate? I
actually wasn't making that stuff up, Scott.
He was saying he met an astronaut.
I'm the master debater handler. Okay,
You are. You're
So
hands-on. I know.
Yes, I decide who wins. So
You do.
don't try to lube me up and try to make me pick somebody else.
I'm not going to.
Good.
Your decision is your decision. However raw it makes me feel, I don't care.
Well, I'm glad we can spank this thing down and take care of business.
Yep.
So
You may
many
have rubbed me the
double
wrong way, but other than that, I think this show was a success.
Well, I don't want to beat
A
never
dead
mind.
horse.
Dead horse, yes.
Well,
Anyways,
even though I
thank you-
lost, I would say it was a happy ending. Okay, all right, I'm done. We're done with those.
In the end, we reached the happy ending that we were hoping for, and we'll just kind of call it what it was. I mean, you originally said it was a draw, so we'll let people decide.
Well, but the thing is, at the climax of the show, it was really heated. So
Plus,
it was a great good discussion.
at this point, I just feel like we're making a mess. So we should end it and just let the show go where it goes. I think everybody just needs a little while to relax and kind of rest up and feel like they're energized again at this point.
Okay, well, let me wrap up the show. Let me clean up
touch
this
me.
mess. Let me clean up this mess. Guys, thank you so much for listening to another edition of Hey, We're Talking. All the information's in the bucket below, whether you're on YouTube or Podbean or whatever app you listen to us on. All the information's below. Like and subscribe to our channel. Share Facebook. We're starting to get active on Instagram. A bunch of us guys are on Twitter as well. So follow all that stuff. Spread the word. Spread the love. Try to allow Hey, We're Talking to grow even farther than it has in 2017 to 2018. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll talk to you soon.